Continuing on in our responsive transition here from the home page, I did notice it looks okay, but then if you just saw this container at this width itself already, like it's only 13, the top right I'm looking, 1350 or so. It's already kind of off the grid, so I want to basically initiate that breakpoint sooner. So what I have kind of in place are, I can show you in my mix-ins, breakpoint. I have these other key terms or key values that I can pass through, and you can adjust the settings here. I can go about it that way, or I can just write an actual @media query. Since it's special, we can go about it different ways if we want to utilize the mix-in. It's really not that important, just as long as it works. So with that in mind, I might try to start our largest one and see what happens at that width. So I'm just going to put large in here. So then you see it breaks down, which is cool, but it's a little like at this width, I don't really want it to do it like that. I kind of want to do something to where this just doesn't go as far left. Maybe we actually want to include a new mix-in above this one. I'll put large and say we'll just adjust the left positioning to be like, I don't know, 400 or so. So that's all good and great, but it's still kind of not perfect by any means. So we have to kind of decide, okay, at what point does this thing collapse? See, there it jumped. It's covering Alyssa up, so that's kind of a problem. What we can maybe try is different combinations of things. The width itself, maybe we'll adjust to be a little more condensed. So it's going to be something like crazy like that. And the padding we can adjust as well. Oh, that's actually down below. So we'll kind of have to do a little bit of piecemealing in for these breakpoints at specific widths. In fact, I might just make it easier on myself and add that class here. So padding. Just kind of dividing everything in two just to see what happens. Okay, so I guess we'll have to come down here and try that. Okay, so that sort of works. So our left doesn't have to be so far at this point. The width we might just do like 100 less. So 664. Whoa, not that far. So as you can see, this could go, you could go down a damn pothole with this, like just doing this stuff over and over till it fits perfectly. But in reality, sometimes you just have to do that to get it to play right. So we want it to end here, and then in this transition be all good looking and stuff, because right here it's fixed, as you see, which isn't like my ideal way to go about it, but it does work. So this is also not covering her up at this point too, so we can even maybe at this width. I'm gonna open DevTools back up just to see that at what width it's actually breaking. We've got that, and then like at 1244. So for this one, I might just do an actual media query, or we can, you can add a specific point here if you want to. So we could just put like homepage, home content, hero, I don't know, and 12, I forget what I said, 1240. And And then you can just add an else if in your Sass and just call it like homepage hero, and we'll do homepage hero. So then this will use this variable will feed stem from this here, so it'll be that width, and then we'll import it using our mixin this way. So if we do, I wanted to kind of just do this homepage hero. So if we go should potentially work or not, something ain't right. So at 1240 this should be working. Let's see if I got an error. Yeah, at media homepage hero. Oh, because I told it it's a wrong variable. I'll just do homepage hero. There we go. Okay, so at that point it collapses. I might, to clean that up, keep most of that width. And then we can have the background at that width be white, I think. So that covers that, but we need that whole container to be. I guess maybe it has to have a set height. Experimenting here. Oops. Come on now. Okay, so height isn't affecting it. It's interesting. So we've got hero background, hero content. Well, so far it's doing what we want though, for the most part. It's not perfect, but we've got that breakpoint happening there. So there's about 3 right now. If we go here, there it jumps, and then one more. Do hero, homepage hero. There we go. That did that. The button jumped over. Let's see if this makes a difference here. Kind of just want to update these medium ones here. Homepage hero. Actually, I might not do that. Okay, so what we can do is, I realize what's going on is the hero itself has a height on this block. You know what? I'm gonna save myself some trouble from jumping from file to file and add this at the top of this one. So let's do so we got contain going on. Okay, let's see if I can do like a background. Does it do anything? No. Let's try this again. So this, we want background of white, but then it won't be all the way at the height we want. So how do I adjust that? I guess like that. I'm not loving this. I guess I can do background size and make it smaller. So I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of go by a couple hundred. So 514 pixels by 662. So that does that. And then we could do include medium. I could just do my, and then bring that background size back. It isn't what we want. That's interesting that I have it twice here for some reason. Maybe if I just put background size, contain, oops, there we go. That's better. I was starting to think that that looks kind of goofy, but it doesn't look terrible. If we just bring this back and add some, what's wrapping around this thing? That's a little better. So we're going from giant width. So we can even key this in to be bigger at this width. In fact, I might do that. So at large, or at even massive, like 15, let's say 1550. That'll be at the top here. So we'll want to do if to start. And then else. So complete here large. And come back to this one. So here we can even go further. I'm gonna keep the left, but I'm gonna make it like wider, like, I don't know, 80%, something crazy. It's not working. Large. Oh. There we go. So it's doing this thing. Okay, that's max. We probably want, I think I want to undo what I did here. Oops. And grab this media, come back in here. Instead of this being like, I'm gonna do, am I doing that wrong? Oh, it would help if that shit was coming through the brackets, Andy. Oh man, forgive me, y'all. I'm still getting an issue though. Homepage hero, at rule. Media with this, then that. Oh. There we go. Okay, so it's doing what we, or at least are wanting at this point. So I'll just do a hard width. Just for a little wider screen. It's still not gonna just span, I don't know, I guess we could do just a smaller percentage. Okay, so something like that means it's a little more dynamic. Not super pretty, but it gets the job done. It's an interesting problem having to solve, because usually you're working with like full width images, but this one's fixated left, so it's causing all kinds of trouble. Okay, so this is still not quite where I like it though. So our homepage hero breakpoint is when it breaks there. And we've got width. Okay, so then we can go down even one more. basic one. So instead of going left, we'll put 0 and width of 100%. Go top a little. You know, I could just push this all the way to the right. So the width of the image 714. Maybe I'll do that. Left 7. Oh, that's way too much. There we go. Wow. And instead of going top, what if we did like so? And width would be major trial and error right here, folks. Just trying to get it to work with me. That's okay, but at this point it's still going to be like, what? Yeah. So left top was like 450, I think I remember. Yeah, and we might even want to go more like that. So right there we get issues there as well. Okay, let's start from the top. Like, okay, here's our kind of dynamic view, and then it's gonna break one more time. Right there, it could do what it's doing here, to be honest. Left. If we do a percentage, maybe that'll help. Okay, so at that width is when we need to break. Right there, about 1,000 pixels. So let's do that. Is our breakpoint 1,000? Almost. Medium large. Why don't I just do that? So I'll do medium large here. Okay, so we've got that going on. Then right there we want it to break. A pain in the ass. Nah. So that's worse. Let's see if I can't just get rid of that and make the background size even smaller. And that's not working. 5 by 5. Why does it look skewed? Shouldn't. I don't even like that anyway. Okay, so what do we do at this stage? Right there, that breaks. I suppose we can do a margin bottom of more, of like 8. So then this will push down more, then we could push this down more to like 600, 60. And that happens. So then background, medium, margin bottom will be like 5 again, and then background size will be contain. Okay, then we have that, and then I'm gonna get rid of this one. Add a medium. If all goes well, this should be a decent solution. It's not pretty. I hate using this many breakpoints, to be honest. But our situation's kind of unique. It's not so much just a typical scaling image and you're good, one and done kind of thing. There's a lot more factors to think about. I think that might be good. Yeah, except for there. Right here, this is concerning. So what if we do, instead of medium doing the contain, let's do small. Okay. So this needs to happen sooner. Or am I seeing this wrong? Include breakpoint small. We'll reset this top to be not so much. There we go. Please work. Huh? Mother. It's so close. There's that one little part where it's spanning. Right there. What is that? So instead of small, let's do an actual media query. What other breakpoints do we have? Extra small. Let's try that instead. Was that it? Very close. Okay, so background size contain. I'm gonna do extra here and see what happens. I think that's gonna do it. Hallelujah. Look at all that crap. Oh man. It's pretty damn close though, I gotta say. It's a shame I have to go through all that, but I'm going to adjust this slightly and do a height of like 900. Is that doing anything? Wrong breakpoint. So if we go pretty wide, oh shit, that's too much. Why is it so tall? Maybe I'll just undo that. Cool. So it's not like awesome, but it's working for now. There's some things I'm seeing, like our menu isn't hiding as soon as we'd probably like. Like right there, it hides, but it's actually over that menu. We might be able to target that maybe just on the home page, because that's not going to be the same for every page. We'll see what happens though. I might just leave it until we move to the menu styles. That was probably one of the harder challenges of this site, I would say, is getting this thing to work with us in this responsiveness. I think I might increase this just a tad. Say 1600. Just in case, like someone goes. In fact, I might just not set that to that width and do more of a yeah, that's a little better. And then we could do a height again of like 600. That's too much too. I'm satisfied for now. I'll revisit this. I probably won't make you guys have to sit through that kind of crap that you just saw, but you will get access to this code again, so you'll be able to see what ended up happening. I'll probably try to refactor this as much as possible because that's a lot of breakpoints that are going on, but it's kind of necessary to get things looking right on all the screens we need to design around. So I think I'll leave that as is. And we have still these interior pages to worry about. The beautiful thing about, I would say, I think the services page is it's basically done, minus the menu, maybe some less padding on the sides here. This image needs a little love, but for the most part, it's pretty close. The about page, I think, is the same scenario. This image, this content area obviously is way too padding. This image needs to do something like different, either decrease in size or just honestly hide. And then the feed already kind of set up, and so is this part too. We're almost there. The hire me page, again, I think it's the same scenario. It's pretty close, but there's some things I would change, like line heights and stuff. And then we can finally move on to our menu and get that squared away. So look for that in the next video or two, and I will see you then.